people, just like you, of the imminent danger looming over our country. The second aim of this project is sharing my research on the last 3 financial meltdowns with as many people as possible. Let me tell you right off the bat, there are 2 mistakes 89% of Americans make right now that during the crash will cost them their wealth, their retirement funds, their deposits, and their savings. And there are 2 very simple solutions that require just 5 minutes to put into place in order to avoid financial ruin. But before sharing this with you, I must ask for your help. Here's why. I've gathered all my research on economic collapses that have happened around the world and created a blueprint designed to help Americans to survive and thrive during the coming big bank derivatives. I called my work Surviving the Final Bubble, and I've managed to deliver it to over 1,000 families through the Internet. And I did it without charging them a single cent. Unfortunately, keeping the website up and running and sending the message across is not cheap. I dedicated $10,000 of our savings to do this, and it was all gone by January 3rd. The only reason you are seeing this presentation right now is because I started to give away Surviving the Final Bubble at a cost. I crunched the numbers, and in order to keep this website alive, we need to get back $37 for every copy delivered. It is only through the contributions of other like-minded, responsible Americans that you are seeing this presentation right now. Over 3,000 people have read the book, discovered the vital information on wealth protection and crisis survival, and contributed to our project. Here's a short summary of what you will discover inside. Why the government is not your friend when safeguarding your wealth during an economic meltdown. Just to give you an example, during the crisis in Cyprus in 2012, deposits were confiscated to prop up the banks. But they can't take what they don't know you have. There are 3 assets you do not have to report to the U.S. government, and I will show you how to use them to protect your wealth and financial stability. There are 2 types of stocks that positively skyrocket when the rest of the market comes crashing down. The harder Wall Street bleeds, the more valuable this investment becomes, as everybody scrambles to get a slice of these types of companies. I will tell you the best moment to buy and when you can cash in safely. There's one item that during an economic crash becomes a real godsend. That's because it's easier to barter with, to store, and its price usually skyrockets. I will show you exactly why owning it means seizing an opportunity that may end all your financial worries, and where to get it to avoid scammers. This is just a small sample of what you can discover inside. So I mentioned 2 mistakes that will wipe out trillions during the coming collapse. First, 89% of Americans are not aware of something very serious. When you put your money in the bank, you have legally transferred your deposit to the bank. You have become the creditor, and the bank is the debtor. The bank owes you the money. When you demand payment, the bank is obligated to give you your money back. However, if the bank becomes insolvent prior to you taking your money out of the bank, they will not have to give you your money back. All of your money will simply vanish. Secondly, if you own stocks, sell them. Get out of the stock market. Stocks are the absolute worst place to keep your money if an economic crash happens. Your money will be wiped out in the blink of an eye. We've seen this happen in 1929, 2000, and 2008. The stock market crash has already started, and it will only accelerate as the election draws near. This information is designed to help you thrive during the big bank derivatives collapse, if it does not spin completely out of control. Up to this point, we have only talked about wealth protection, but it might not be enough. Given the size of the derivatives market and the wild speculation going on, securing wealth and financial stability may be very low on the priority list for any family. Food, water, safety, and keeping illness and criminals away may be a far more pressing concern. Make no mistake, this disaster will be global. There will be no place to run to for safe haven. And that's when, by chance, I met Mark Baker. To some, Mark may seem somewhat eccentric because of his passion and dedication to survival and disaster preparedness. His dedication goes way further than reading books, attending seminars, and learning from the experts. He likes to test everything he's learned in real-life conditions. That's why he went to Greece and to Venezuela during the worst time of the economic disaster that hit both countries. During a 5-month period, he stayed with Greek and Venezuelan families in the most impoverished areas, learning how an economic crisis impacts their daily lives and trying to help them out, all while putting his survival knowledge to the test. And he decided he would live there